belt, like, these heroes don't really punish melee heroes, so to speak, right? The only question is, who's going to be buying your 4 staffs and how early are you going to get them? Because I think Crit is not playing a hero that generally wants to buy 4 staff very early.
Oh, Solji taking a huge amount of damage here, and the stun connects on Arteezy. He's going to bring up the first blood for Rebellion.
Very nice. I think this is going to be a free farm lane regardless for Arteezy, but add first blood. Oh, that was close. He does have a free fire.
Are you watching, Mike? Look at this guy.
Look at this guy. He's cooking for sure. This mid lane is very, very difficult, and what's going to be worse is, like, you already know Rebellion has a plan. When Obid gets level 6, they're going to move supports here.
Oh, got the arrow connection as well. 1 hit away from the kill, and the creeps will finish off the job. So Solji getting a solo kill off of the Sven.
That's very good for him. Now he's at level 3. They've killed the Sven who was free farming, so
it's a bit of a salvation that they needed, and now there's no Chaos Bolt to land on top of the Primal Beast. They will finish off the Gyrocopter. That's going to be the second kill, going in favor for Rebellion. They're somewhat low on mana. They do have some mangoes here. Vacuum onto hit immune and just soaking up that Iron Shell damage onto this CK. And actually turn around to fight. He is tanking the tower. Crit will swap the aggro away, and of course he's going to crit the guy. Albino Zebra, the Zebra guy, chasing up Saberlight here. Another Iron Shell as well. Wants to retaliate a little bit more, but the creeps are tanking the barrage. But however, not going to save you here. It's both Crit and Saberlight going down for Fel.
yeah, I mean, he has no points in the Surge. They're going for the absolute aggressive play, killing...
Like Lycan it at all.
I mean, Solji's higher net worth than the Lycan at this point. So, like, it's a little bit rough for sure. But talking about that mid lane, like, how many times have we seen this where just some Death Prophet or Leshrac just gets level 6 while some Ember's level 5, top lane don't hit immune? The vacuum, he's going to be gone.
He is history.
But like you come in at this timing where you're level 6 with a DP, you have the catapult wave, you end up dying on your Ember, you lose a lot of damage on your tier 1, and then they're trying to salvage it as best they can as Lycan goes down again, but it's so hard. Like once you leave, you know, to help Ember, now the top lane's getting pressured. Yeah, for sure. I think you can't leave this CK alone anymore, because if you ever leave him alone, the double Ion Shell is going to be too much. And they're going to try, but
we go again. We've seen this movie before. They do get one stun into the rocket, and they might be able to turn around for a crit kill. Yes, they will, but hit immune. Very low Saberlight trying to chase around with the Iron Shell. Puts another on the melee creep. Albana Zebra. Oh, he's going to soak up so much damage. Fairy Fire. He will buy some time, but it's not going to be enough. The creeps are going to be tanking the tower, and Saberlight is going to be completely fine with it. TPing away as well. Solji does show up, but it's going to be a little bit too late. However, CK gets to live.
Not necessarily. Like, it's fine in a way versus DP. You pop Blade Mail and then you man up, but with the Siphon, armor, you just have so much heal on DP. I think you're just going to die on Ember, and while doing a little bit of damage back.
And even as Sven dealing damage into the armor, but in the top lane at the same time, Saberlight's going to be in trouble. Does have the Vacuum and the Surge actually cast onto Crit, I believe. And they will get the turnaround. That's a double for Crit. Kit's a bit late for the party.
That wall animation is... Net worth is going to skyrocket as well, as he's going into the Crimson Guard against the Lycan, against the CK. It makes sense. It seems like a pretty good item.
Yeah, it makes a reasonable amount of sense. I mean, you don't get to see the Crimson Guard every single game, but when the situation allows it... Oh, good night, Solji. Raindrops ain't going to save you here. Got the rocket flying in, and melee heroes trying to destroy a rocket. Well, not going to have the best luck with it. That's not really going to be leading into a fight. However, Tombstone drop bottom, and again, two-man rotation coming in to save Fade. He is tanking. He does not have his shapeshift available, but the call down. Arteezy is really deep, and there's the change shown for the first time, and Arteezy, he is down. That's a man down on the side of Rebellion. Maybe even two. 10 stick charges up on the Undying. He will heal up, but the rocket's going to be there, and Kit's just chasing Fly down under the tower. Felt for 2.
I mean, I was just watching Arteezy like continuously click that Helmet Dominator. I was like, you have to know someone's TPing at some point, right? But he really wanted that HOD. You know what the worst part about it was? He didn't even get it. He got down to like 1 or 2 hits left until dead, and then he was like, oh, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. In mid lane, Solji's gonna go down to
Kits is actually wanting to get some revenge for his buddy who just fell in the mid lane. The tower's gonna go down, but Kits is gonna get a kill on Crit. And bottom lane, there's another battle going on. Fade will fall as they drop the wall from Saberlight, and Arteezy pops his ult as well for that extra damage. And the tower, it stays up with 65 HP. It is at deny range for a core, farming on the enemy side of the map, but there's absolutely nobody here. except maybe a bit deeper in. There is Fade. There's an Ember Spirit right behind the corner. They've got a read on it, and they will spot Fade. Instant pulverize. Kits has no mana. He can't fight back. He's going to have to sack this Lycan. And also, at the same time, Soldier being chased by RTZ. He wants a bit of revenge for what happened in the laning stage.
1 second for leap. Oh, that was...
He used it.
Yeah, mid-animation got hit. Unlucky.
Cut in half.
But the net worth lead is going down, actually.
They're taking over the triangle right now on both sides of the map. Establishing some dominance on the map. Okay, mass TPs. RTZ takes the fight. Were they ready for this? They were looking for someone to TP in, but that might be a bit too much traffic for Felt. They're fighting all the way they can with the vacuum on 2, and they will take that hit immune and Albano Zebra. They will both fall, and Kits maybe as well. Kits trying to get the snipe on RTZ, but it's not going to be enough. The man who did not have the Aegis down to 100 HP and walks away. Also to think about, Rebellion's draft works in very many various ways because they have a lot of wave clear, which also prevents that actual rat from happening on the side of Felt because Darkseer, Iron Shells, he doesn't even need to be there. Sven's going to do a lot of damage on that too. They will find Solji's Marana. Use that Pulverize to grab Marana's mount and just smash her down onto the ground. Meanwhile, farming happily in the enemy side jungle and actually was looking at his career movements. He is moving it for a much more safer path. They are expecting trouble on their side of the map, and that's going to be death number 6 for the gyrocopter. Gotta start looking for some spare parts in this one.
Yeah, I mean, they're just like trying to rat as much as they can. Like the CK's ratting bottom, Ember's ratting top, which die is going to mean more and more. So they still have a little more time. They can split push where these death timers don't matter, but pretty soon here, it's going to matter until they can find
Rebellion. They know about this smoke. There was a ward behind. They saw the movements, and now they're all showing up. But Saberlight gets the turnaround. Crit coming in with the onslaught as well. The Kits with a BKB, trying to deal as much damage in the front as he can, but the rest of them, they're not feeling it. They don't want to take this fight. There's no Lycan either. Even nearby in the fight, they might just lose the CK. Nicely dodges the stun there with the BKB.
Oh, for me,
no
Sven
ghost strength.
Just used ulti. Undying used ulti.
Oh, they're moving
as well.
towards it. Look at top. There's so many heroes on the mini map right now, and they see RTZ, no ulti. They see Saberlight as well. Marana ulti scouts him out. That's going to be throwing into the air. Crit has the jump on the Marana though, and no stun, no arrow coming out. The vac comes out as well. They will finish off the supports in a moment. Sylvana Zebra running for a crit will go down, and it may actually make his way out. And Abed, you ain't got no Aegis for yourself protecting you this time. Kits is doing so much work in the front line, but he
fine for Phil. It's really not that bad. The net worth lead is only 3,000. Could be much worse.
Yeah.
And they're getting back a little bit. We still haven't felt Fade in this game. Like, we really have not seen him in this game, but he has been farming. He did buy the drums up, going for a nullifier.
Good night, Crit.
All right, that's a kill. There's Fade. That was it. He's in the game now. I think at some point, you might want to consider buying more utility.
Smoke. This is a pretty good smoke. They're in neutral area, no vision around them. And Roshan is, of course, the key they're looking for here. Saberlight, the one to be caught. That could be a very good start for the fight. The arrow actually lands onto the Undying as well on the side. Fly was not expecting that to happen. He was pushed away with the reality rift, and the arrow lands on the Undying. You got a 2-man stun basically happening there. Hit Mew getting Fly. Find more.
They're playing under their vision here. If they can get the initiation on Felt.
Rocket already connecting onto Crit. Flies down to half HP. Sven has been controlled for the time being. Lycan coming in with the buyback as well. And the fight, the walls placed down. And only onto Solji. And CK just TPs away. He's not having any of this. Solji even manages to juke them away. Oh no. Fly coming in with a buyback. Crit. Everyone getting out from the side of Felt. They just killed off Fly and Crit as well. I mean, Fly already died before he bought back, but Crit dying. And Exorcism used. God's Strength has been used. Rebellion is getting baited here. Can they even kill Kits here? Kits should be okay, but he doesn't actually have mana for the Remnant. Now he just does as Albano Zebra comes in to show up and help him out. And here comes the CK, freshly back into the battle. Arrow flying in onto Saberlight as well. CK dropping very low on HP. They will be able to take down Saberlight, but Albano Zebra, he will fall as well. But RTC very low on HP. Abba is going to have to do some heavy lifting here. Kits, he will be found. He will be taken down. And Rebellion, they make it into a 2-3 trade in the end. There is a golem causing some issues for RTZ. And what does
play some for vision to like just pop on a high ground? It's gonna get dewarded immediately. When you pop these wards, it's gonna be for initiation for that fight in that moment, preferably out of a smoke. But I think they're gonna dodge until this Aegis goes down. Another 2.5 minutes.
It's gonna fly in. It's gonna connect on Saberlight and a massive magical nuke.
Yep,
that's a freebie. I was suspecting that to happen. He wasn't vacuuming himself away. He already saw the first attempt from Kits, and he's just chilling and walking away. Iron Shelling thinking he can survive, but it's to Mirana as well. +1, making it different, but now fighting on right next to the triangle. Gyrocopter trying to make his way out. It's going to be a support for support trait, but that's actually a... Was that a gem? That's a gem on the ground as well, so Abed, he will recover it.
There's a Scotty on
also realizes, oh, I'm actually kind of squishy here, and I might just get blown up if I don't have the backup of my supports, but I am the support this time. Arteezy jumping in between to help out Fly, and now you don't have your God Strength, so Crit has to do some big plays, tries to get the stuns up, but the BKBs are still running. Arteezy down low on HP. Will he fall? He will fight to the end. They will take down the CK. They will take down the Gyrocopter, and Kits won't be able to intervene and find a kill for himself. He's going to get silenced up as well with the Bloodthorn. Crit's going to be there as well. They will secure another core kill and forcing out the buyback as well from the Ember Spirit and Kits. He's got to do some heavy lifting here with the help of Solji. Fade doesn't have much to give. Exorcism being popped as the glyph has also been used up here. An RTC diving in. Another God Strength available. Will there be a dieback? Yes, there will. Kits will be falling. And now Gyrocopter, another hero to buy back and attempt to recover the situation. But Rebellion, you have a Rebellion in your base right now, Felt.
Yeah, we got too many dead heroes to deal with it either, so...
The King's not happy.
Definitely not. Right now, they got 20 more seconds until the CK is online, but really what made the difference in that last fight, it was all Saberlight. Like, Arteezy was man-fighting there. It was really, really close, but you have the Crimson Guard, you have the Greaves there in the last second to really save him. That's a dieback as well.
Yeah, that's a dieback because of a Bloodthorn. Oh, boy.
That's a swag play right there for sure.
Fades. He's going to try and cause something here with this shapeshift, but
story of
this
Fate's
is a
life,
very
this game.
difficult battle. Again, they do have a Hex coming out as well, and Crit's got the control. They will keep Fate on the spot, no matter if you have a shapeshift or not, or if there's a BKB up CK on the run, 500 HP. Abed will man fight to the bitter end, and Abed, my time, this game was somewhat a close game. Now it's in shambles.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely like the final fight, I think, for Felt.
Technically, yeah.
Because like they're not going to get another opportunity that's going to be that good unless Arteezy is feeling generous today and wants to go into the fountain.
Well,
but I think he's all business
I think
right
it's too
now.
far. I think it's already gone past that point. Is another kill. That's the CK down for 60 seconds. And Arteezy, he's already level 25. He is hammering this lane down. And there's the GG call coming out from the side of Felt. They've had enough. It was a valiant battle from them, but again, it's just not enough against a team like Rebellion.
Yeah, I mean, Rebellion, they looked a little sloppy in this game. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, they definitely had some moments, but at the same time, target for being ran at.
Yes.
And so, like, Ember's going to want to try and make his life hard. You want to smoke gank, because Luna farms in very, like, obvious patterns most of the time, too. We might have a glimpse here if they can actually hit this on Hidden Immune.
Let's see if it's going to be enough. There's going to be a couple of the armor taken away. The wolves are going to be body blocking as well. And with the help of the Thunderstrike, that is going to be a split first blood for Crit and Saberlight. And the creeps also relishing with their sharp sword.
TP, then Enigma dies with TP on cooldown. This is rough. This is real rough. And then mid lane, like, that's kind of your last hope here. But Kits is, like, not having the freest mid game either. He is struggling a bit against Abed and his Ember. And Abed's going, he wants to outplay him.
Oh, he wants to, and he will. And also the Mirana down in the bottom lane. Crit will find him, get the connection, get the kill, and that's another one. It's 5-0, 5 minutes in, 2K lead for Rebellion and Felt. Oh, this is just dads versus boys.
That on the panel, you can't take him too seriously.
Oh, I mean, you always got to take everything Mike says with a pinch of salt, but he did have a point. They do need farm. They're just not getting to it right now. And Hidden Immune, that's going to be yet another death. Is your carry down. They did kill Fly, so that is the first kill for Felt as well, but it's it's not much of a relief. It's something, though.
I mean, he's just going to go in, and it looks like that will be the end of Luna here, especially if you can get your ulti up. Arteezy just running away,
wanting to stand his ground and fight back, but there comes the fear, and Abed slowly burning it down with the flame guard, but they lose the vision. The black hole comes out from Fate. Is this the turnaround that we're looking for? The raindrops ain't gonna be enough. Arteezy down, and maybe even Abed with the silence. Is it enough? The orb almost connecting, but it's not gonna be Abed's life fallen here. Midnight Pulse on top of an avalanche. Fly's taking a reasonable amount of damage here, and Kits, He will get the kill on Abed. He will school the boy and find one for himself. Fly still battling against Albino Zebra, but the Mirana will refuse to give in. And so is Solji, just walking in for the Avalanche and gets a kill. And Felt, they just found 3 kills, and those being 2 big cores. That's a big swing.
Yeah, that was huge. They just didn't Bungie in the core to get in the way, so... But you should charge it.
That's fair enough.
I mean, it's the worst when your mouse battery goes out. I guess it depends on your mouse, but mine I have to like plug it in, and it's like playing with a mouse that has a cord again, and that's sad. Speaking of sad, Kit's his sadness will continue.
Yeah, tries to cut the wave.
And Fade's sadness is even... yeah, I don't think he's... I guess he had that one black hole that was kind of nice, but...
Yeah. And that was just an instant glimpse there from the Disruptor, so make sure that that black hole doesn't go through the full duration, let Fly actually play the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he would have killed Fly, but either way, like, he's probably not using that black hole for a while anyway, might as well.
I mean, it is a lot of damage, but sure, probably wouldn't have died right away. He's got the Eidolons and everything, Midnight Pulse, black hole, but yeah. It's gone in the past, and that's going to be another kill. That's going to be the third or the fourth kill in a row for Rebellion in a very short time span.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot more to add to this game at the moment. Like, this game gets spicy if Rebellion tries going high ground into some buybacks.
Oh,
but
not the Luna Glimpse.
Ooh, no
close. Very close to getting that. Yeah. They will get the Tiny, though. Showing up with the numbers, and they will look for a bit of a brawl here. Not looking too favored for Felt, though. I mean, they exited the base to try and maybe help out the Tiny, but now you got wolves inside your base. Take Fear's word for it. I mean, he's not the one building it, but we've seen it fail in other cores if you go for it straight away. So
I mean, it was that TSM game. Saberlight played Doom and rushed Boots of Bearing first item, and a bit of a mistake. Buying Tranquil Boots on Doom never feels the best. I mean, we're going to make something happen here.
Bit of a trade-off here. Okay, they've actually found the Sir.
Oh,
we were talking about for a second there. They have some TPs kicking in on the side of Rebellion to help out. They've lost Saberlight. Abed fairly low too. And actually looking like he might die. That's a lot of glaives. That's a whole bunch of glaives. He gets sliced into pieces. And now they bring out Arteezy, maybe a tad bit late to the battle. But he was sure he did not want to fall first, despite he still has that Aegis. But Hit Immune, you ain't got much room to navigate here inside the tree. So Arteezy finds another. Kits is diving in, looking for the kill on the Disruptor. Will get it. He also brawls with Fly, dodges the Requiem Fear, but the Black Dragon is right on top of him. He needs another orb. It comes off cooldown. Needs to jump in fast. And another jaunt. He's got Blink of cooldown, though. Do they read the moves? Trying to put the fire on the ground, but the Black Dragon unable to get there. But the Black Hole from Fade. He will hold Arteezy in place, but they don't have the damage to fight against the Shadow Fiend. Fade will go down, but Solji did find a kill on Fly, so a bit of a trade-off. However, no BKB on Arteezy, but there is no Black Hole either on the Enigma for this base defense. So desperate moves. That's pretty much what it is.
How did Abed die there? That was really warding, but I think Felt, regardless of everything, that went pretty okay for them, but they're still in the same exact position that they were before. They can't really leave their base, and they're just going to be stuck here waiting for Rebellion's next move.
The net worth difference, it has doubled.
Okay, Abed again.
It's on the last 5 minutes, but Abed killed Hit Immune, though he is in the fray.
Yeah.
Just soaking up hits from Arteezy. And Rebellion, I guess they're not super happy with the trade-off, but then again, it is the carry down, and that's a ticket for high ground.
Yeah, I mean, SF does have the talent. You do have a Lycan. Buildings do drop very quickly to this. The drums will be used as well, and I think this will just be a side of Barracks here, as Luna does not have a buyback. They do not have Black Hole. They don't have Coil. They pretty much have nothing here, so the only thing that...
Blink Toss, that's all they have, and it's still not going to be enough damage. They need the Luna for it, but they're going to go for it anyway, hoping that Tier 4 Tower is going to be doing enough work, but look at him go. Slapping down the Mirana, not caring about the towers. That's another one to fall. That is the Tiny dead. And the lane of Rax has also been secured on the side of Rebellion. Only getting worse on the side of Felt this game too. They really haven't been that competitive compared to game number 1. Laning stage was pretty much the root of all evil. Kits fighting against Fly here, dodging the Requiem Fear once again. And he blinks in for the kill. He finds Fly. Fade also getting killed earlier on. And Arteezy's actually in trouble. That is Hit and Mune getting a piece of that. That is a carry for carry trade-off. And another TP coming out as well. Can they bring in the numbers to save Kits? Kits is surely gonna die inside the Disruptor ulti, and the Marauder to follow. And that is 4 heroes currently dead on the side of Felt, and it's just Solji on the Tiny and your Barracks. They're still taking hits.
I mean, it just kind of comes down.
One more fight by the looks of it. They're not calling it out yet. Seeing that they can kill RTZ, maybe giving them a false sense of security, you could say. But it at least gives them an opportunity. 15 seconds for the puck. Black Hole is up.
They don't have a
Crit
lot.
just got a Blink Dagger on the Disruptor, so he can pretty quickly turn things around.
I mean, if they don't do something...
Solji, Black Hole, 3 heroes inside it. This is the chance. This is the one they need to make work. Abed still half HP, but they will take down Fade and Hit and Mune in the middle of all of it. That's the GG call. No chance for Felt to fight back, and Rebellion, they will go for the clean sweep here.
Rough game if you are on the side of Felt there. I mean, game number 1, they looked a bit better, or was it the fact that Rebellion just a little more sloppy?